his computer. Okay. So it looks like it's recording.
This is not working.
Is it showing you guys this recording? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Recording. Okay. This is like flashing at me. Okay. All right. So you guys, it was amazing. This company, I swear, they do everything top shelf. It was fabulous. So Wednesday was when it started, and that's when we all checked in. So it was like, check-in was at 3, but the reception was from 7 to 9. And that was the pictures that were outside on that patio. And so it was just kind of everyone kind of greeting, and they gave you 2 tickets for drinks. So they had bars there, and you had 2 tickets that you could get drinks. And then there was hors d'oeuvres, fancy hors d'oeuvres that were, they had waiters going around and handing you hors d'oeuvres. And so it was just a meet and greet kind of thing. And then the whole thing started on Thursday morning, and we had assigned seating. And when we got to our seat, there was we had placemats. And then the first day we had these bags on our chairs. Can you see?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So it says MDC Mastermind Las Vegas 2021 leadership events. And
people were there, Laura?
Huh?
Count how many people were there?
Oh, probably around 100 or so.
Okay.
And it was in a big, huge room, because originally when they first booked it, it was in a big ballroom. It had to be one person at one table by themselves, 8 feet apart. And so they took this whole big, huge ballroom, and then it got down to, it was one table, but it was you and your guest had one table kind of idea. So like Tom and I had our own table. And then we had these little books there, these Mastermind retreat books to write in, with a fancy My Daily Choice pen and a brain spray, which is kind of cute.
You can think straight.
And then the hotel was super nice. It was the Aria, and they sent gift baskets to our rooms that had different chips in it, different trail mixes. It had popcorn and chocolate. What's that thing called? Popcorn and chocolate bag. It has a name.
Like zebra popcorn? Or?
Moose tracks.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It had 2 botanical facial masks.
Nice.
A powerful scent spray, and a Restore essential oil, Ghirardelli chocolates.
Wow.
I think that was everything that was in there. So that was awesome.
I was confused by that one video that was up, because they were announcing 1K people. And when the next one was coming up, Pam said you had to be like 25K or 50K to go or something.
No, that wasn't 1K people. That was so they did recognition, and the people who had enrolled the most 1Ks. The person enrolled people that had ranked to 1K.
Oh, gotcha.
They got awards. Yeah. So there was all those different awards. There was awards for people who were bonus pool qualified for 16 months in a row. They got plaques, and they got gold envelopes, and there was $500 in those envelopes.
Nice.
Judy Stallings got an award for the fastest growing team from January to now.
Wow.
So that was us. So congratulations, everyone. We got her award. Then that prime minister, he got his, award for always being at the top of the leaderboard, but the top people were there.
It's so weird seeing him and like Charlie Ward, and I'm not going to go into detail, but like I follow both of them.
Okay.
So to see, Prime Minister out there, it was is like kind of awestruck in a way. It's kind of cool.
So what's he known for? Why does he have a YouTube following? What does he do?
He's a huge patriot, and that's why I said I'm not going to go any farther. But
Oh,
yeah, so
okay. So that's what I'm following.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because they said that he grew to 100K by coffee. It was the
Yeah.
coffee. The only thing that he didn't even know what he's doing. I guess two girls followed him and chased him and said, I don't know if they literally chased him, but saying, you need to do this, you need to do this. And he's like, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And they're like, here, take this coffee. And so he liked it. And so he's like, oh, okay. So then he just threw up his link for the coffee and didn't even know what was happening. And then started getting these checks and he didn't know why. And yeah.
Yeah.
So it was all about coffee.
Is that the guy that had the $sign thing around his neck? I was trying to figure out who that was. Okay.
Yeah.
That's him. Yeah.
I thought maybe he was a rapper or something. That's kind of what he looked like.
And then so on Thursday morning, Josh started and he kind of went over the stats from January to now. The total new affiliates, 30,118
Wow.
from January to now. Customers, 42,330. Total new 1K ranks, 1,622. Total number of rank ups, 1,920. Total number of orders in 2021 so far, 241,104. On 4/20 alone, sold 12 million, 45,000 orders. There were over 900 rake advancements, over 2,000 new affiliates, over 6,000 new customers, and about 1,500 people re-engaged with My Daily Choice. So they came back.
That's awesome.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Says a lot about the company.
Yeah. So, and then the speakers came up and Robert Hollis was the first one. And one of his points was he's focusing, like, you need to just focus on one thing. Like you know how he was roberthollis.com and he was all his training stuff and all that. He's shut all that down now. His goal is only to get to master affiliate. He kind of broke down a little bit. He goes, I have 2,500 orphans that rely on me. And so I need to make as much money as I can so that I can help them. And yeah, and when this whole COVID thing happened, he was saying that they all of a sudden were taken away from like orphanages where they knew, and they were set with, different people that they didn't know. And he's a product of the system as well. So he wants to also have like an initiative to help kids when they're 18 years old, because all of a sudden they turn 18 and they're, out on the streets, they don't have family, they don't have anyone to help them. So he wants, to have his money go towards that kind of thing, which is awesome. So he was saying, all these people talking about brands and branding themselves for this, that, and another. And he actually talked about, these people who are co-authoring these books and, having to be an author, and do they get paid for it? No. And so he was kind of like bashing that a little bit. And I was like, oh, we got some of them in this room.
I was like, her own Judy just did a book.
Yeah, and Tina Joy Carroll and Alicia.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
What does he mean they don't get paid for the book?
they just write a chapter. They don't get compensated. I think they just get the glory of being able to say that they're a published author kind of idea, or a co-author kind of thing. And then he also talked about when you set your goals to shoot for a rank, like if you're going for 1K, your goal, don't put it in your mind that you're going for 1K. You put it in your mind that you're going for 2K, so that you hit it before the end of the month. So you're not like scrambling right at the last day. Like Candace, when she hit 500K, he said you're going, you know, you're going for super affiliate or whatever it was. I don't know, maybe 750K, you know, thousand. But anyway, a lot more than 500K. So she hit 500K on the 20th day of the month. So she had another 10 days where she wasn't like, you know,
Freaking trying to make that
Exactly.
goal, right?
exactly. So like Karen, your next goal is 10K. So shoot for 12K. You know, like in your mind, say, okay, my goal is 12K, right? Kathy, your goal is 2K. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
Just in
I'm
your
a slow starter, but I have a lot of seeds out there and I'm working on stuff. And this week I'm working on posturing.
There you go.
And
Very
you know what I gotta say, Kathy, with that, honestly, I feel that that's even a better way to do it. Because the thing is you don't want to say, have a BOGO and hit a rank, and then you're fighting to keep that rank. The way you're doing it, you're going to hit your rank and you're going to be comfortable holding that rank and keep going higher. But you don't constantly have that fear of trying to outmatch what you did, you know what I'm saying, during that BOGO. And that's like with me, with mine, you know, I've kept my rank. I went under my, during the pandemic, I went under my rank, but I didn't let that get in here because I'm still doing what I need to do. And I'm still helping my team and the people around me. And that's what I got into this business for. And it's like, just knowing that you're building strong, I think is the best way to do it.
I'm not getting anywhere. I've only had a couple orders, but the couple orders, the people are really positive. And I have 2 people that said they were coming to the raffle on Wednesday. So we'll see. But I mean, the seeds are getting out there. So people are starting to come back around and be like, so what was that you were telling me about? You know, that kind of stuff.
And
I've just decided
you didn't only have to, and you didn't only have 2 customers. You had 2 customers.
Yes.
You have 2 orders.
Yeah,
lives you're changing.
because both of them are happy. Not to get personal on my mom, but her medicine was causing her like a real bathroom problem, like for a long time, and nothing would help for days, you know. And that's what she called me most excited about. As soon as she started it, she's on the 500 broad spectrum. She's been regular ever since.
That's awesome.
So I told her, I said, well, that's a win right there.
Right.
So, and then the other lady messaged me and said that she wants to get together and talk about the oils and stuff because she can tell the relief creams were helping.
Perfect. That's awesome.
So there's a whole bunch of other people out there. I just feel sort of, what's that? Failure to launch. Just
Hey, and fail means forever aggressive in learning.
I'm just trying to like
Everyone
mirror
can
you
fail.
guys a little bit.
So it's
I have
forever
such
aggressive
a
in learning.
the stories, I don't know why I can't get it straight. The pictures keep getting mixed up. I don't know how to fix it, but I put it out there anyway.
Don't worry about it. And everyone has to get out of the mindset that we have the 420 sale and everyone's ordered and they're not going to order anymore. Heck yeah, there's a whole lot of people that are not even customers yet. There's a whole bunch of people who aren't even affiliates yet, you know? So,
and for a lot of people, I think they 420 is kind of like their real major introduction, you know. People that I have talked to in the past, until it wasn't until after the 420 sale, and then I started getting the questions. So the 420 just kind of piqued their interest.
Right. Yeah.
Like with the 420, I had more sales and things that they normally didn't order, which was a good thing, because then you know that there's still, because like people were wanting to try the shampoos, but they just never did. You know, they're like, oh, I don't know if I want to spend that money. You know, so a lot of people tried things they normally hadn't tried, which is kind of a good thing too. And to push the other stuff we have, you know, have them try something different. You know, we've gotten scripts on that about suggest it. Basically, it's no different than what they teach you when you're working in sales or in a grocery store or in a restaurant, is suggestive sale, selling, suggesting other products. And I mean, I think it's the best way to do to get people to see the other products, because some people think I have customers that have been with me forever and still think that I only have CBD. It's like, no, there's so much more. It's like, and you can talk and you can be as active as you want on social media, but people still, they have that selective mindset and that selective hearing, just like your kids. It's like,
Right. Exactly.
I had a lady, I did an event today. So
oh, nice.
the last time I saw her was a couple months ago, and she had bought one thing for her dog. That was it. And she came up to me today and said, my dog is doing so much better. I need to buy some for myself. It took her dog getting better for her to try it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So what happens if you don't, like, what happens if I can't even place an order this month? What happens to me in the?
Then you go inactive, but you can even if you do like a CBD mask or something that's $7.99, that keeps you active, so you never go inactive.
So if you don't order anything, you go inactive?
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't be immediate, but yeah, I mean, if you ordered right away, say you didn't get paid until the first of the month and you didn't order this month, it's going to make your pay as if you were non-ranked, like not even a builder. Okay. It's going to put you at that 25% into the next month. But if you go, as long as you go before that 30 days, you're not going to be inactive, but you're not going to get the pay as if you were. And I just tell my people, don't risk it waiting until the end of the month, because it goes by that from when you ordered last.
Okay, yeah, it's just
Yeah.
negative right now.
Just save it. To get flushed from the system. I mean, they always say something different. Sometimes it's 6 months. Sometimes it's
Yeah.
a couple months. I don't know. So definitely don't go a couple months without. I mean, any little.
Well, no, I want to order since I'm like dying, but not dying. I don't mean that like that, but I want to. It's just I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull it off by the end. And my stepmom did pass away yesterday, so we're going to have to probably go out of town.
I'm sorry. Okay, and then Todd Falcone came up and he spoke. It was more leadership, like make sure you go in your back office. So when you have a team, look at your team and see who is working the biz and reach out to them. And now with those the new tools that Josh is rolling out, that is going to be amazing, where you can reach down to everyone in your downline, every single person. So let's say their enroller, left, and then you don't have really their contact info, but now you're going to have all their contact info. And you're going to.
Is that good now, Matt? Is that effective now?
I don't think it's quite out yet.
I thought they said something about this coming week though, didn't they? Didn't somebody say by next week over the weekend or?
Yeah, I just took screenshots of it. Yeah. Anyway, so that's going to be a great. That's going to be a great tool, and you can do chat. His idea is he wants to have you be able to reach your whole team without having to use Facebook or Telegram or anything like that, in case they go away or you get put in jail or whatever, that you still, can communicate and have chats going and that kind of stuff, which is
Can
cool.
they spy on us for naughty words? I'm just kidding.
Well, that's kind of a little bit of my curiosity too, because like when we have that capability to email, or like right now it's 5K and up can email their entire downline. and their team and the customers. But it has to be reviewed before it goes out. So is this going to be the same thing, that it has to be reviewed?
He didn't say anything about it.
Okay.
But what I like about it is you can do like that thing that we have, Tammy. I mean, it goes down to the whole down line, but this
Right.
way you can just pick and choose certain people. So
Hmm.
if you see someone that is doing really well, you go, holy cow, congratulations. I see that you're blah,
Right.
blah, right? And
Nice.
you'll be able to reach out to them. So I really like that. Let's see. And then Josh came back on, so I think this is day 2. So when we came day 2, we had on our table, My Daily Choice cap made of hemp, the hemp cap,
Nice.
that's cool. And a boost spray.
Does
Keep
that
it on
hemp
your
hat
hat
feel
for the safety.
different than, does that hemp hat feel really different than our other like hats from My Daily Choice?
No, because this bag isn't hemp. This bag is cotton.
Okay.
I don't know. It's a bit different. I don't know.
Is that a mix? Is that like cotton and hemp, or is it all hemp? Do you know?
Is this what? Oh,
Is
it's
it,
not. It's not 100% hemp. It's
Yeah.
55% hemp, 45% cotton
Okay.
for this. But then some of the clothes aren't all. I took a picture of a label of one of the clothes too, and they're all different. But we'll get to those. So Josh, his building for success. So make sure you're a leader and less of a manager, because everybody has been in management mode. So we definitely want to always try and stay off management mode, build a vision for that people can follow. Lead by example, practice what you preach, your team does what you do. So I think, we're all good at that, right? We don't ever want to say, do this and do stuff that we're not personally doing, right? So there are people that definitely do that. Consistently offer value. So his 3 keys to success is prospecting, presenting, and closing. Tammy, can you tell Michelle that we are still on? So
Yep.
hop on. So focus on people, group team building sessions. So that's good when we have our Zooms and our coffee chats and stuff. So we create culture and, just doing things together. Help others achieve their goals. Set plans to achieve your goals, be laser focused. So you be laser focused so people want to follow you. So that's another thing about, if you want to be a leader and you want to grow to the top of the company, don't do other businesses, because let's say that you are joining this business and you want to take it to the top. You want a leader who is focused on this business, right? You don't want a leader who's like, okay, I'm doing My Daily Choice and then I'm selling cooking ware and I'm, doing this, that, and the next thing, because then your attention is divided, right? And you want your leader to be focused on you and your team and your goals, right? People who don't want to be a leader, that's fine. If this is just hobby money, then do lots of different businesses. And that's no biggie. But if you want to go to the top, and not everybody does, but if you do, then you need to do one business, stay focused, and don't chase the shiny balls. Don't do shiny ball syndrome. And your mindset is your greatest weapon. So always be mentally tough. And then Jenna came on and she spoke. So she had 5 points. You have to be happy right now. So she was kind of happy, healthy, wealthy. But she said you have to start with being happy, because she's been wealthy and not happy. She's been healthy and not happy. But if you start being happy, and then you can be wealthy, and then you can be healthy too. So happiness is the most important. And just because you rank up high, that doesn't make you happy. Gratitude and love is your highest vibration. Number 2, your attention is your power. It's our energy, our life source. Create your own manifestations. Hey, Miss Michelle, late to the party. Very unlike you. Okay, number 3, you must become a vibrational match with what you're trying to attract in life. Your current reality is the manifestation of your past thoughts. Be aware of what you're putting in your mind. So that's interesting. So where you are right now is from your past thoughts have put you where you are right now. Okay, so you need to watch what you're thinking, watch what you're saying, watch what words you're using, because that's going to manifest into your reality. Number 4, you must know that you are the creator of your life. Okay, so don't be the victim. You can create where you want to be. Number 5, reality is created from the mind first. Every reality is a thought first. So you need to think, what do you want to change now? And I'll go over the speakers, and then I'll do the products. Okay, so Candace Berg Davis. Okay, so she's always amazing. So she basically said you need to decide to win, make a vision for yourself. No one or nothing is going to stop me. So you have to have that as your mental. You have to believe in yourself. You can't win a championship if you play like the practice squad. Okay, so that is a good Candace. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work. So you got to work for it. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work. So you can have all the talent in the world, but if you do nothing with it, the hardworking person is going to go right past you. That's like the tortoise and the hare, right? I just thought about that right now. So you want to be better together, and better has an E. So everyone working together, you focus on everyone is in your business, and you become better, right? You don't just think about yourself. Like Michelle says, there's no I in team. If you're focusing on yourself only, so if you take out that E and you put in I, because I'm focusing on myself, what does better become?
Bitter.
Bitter. Yep, you become bitter. So let's see, 3 reasons why people are in network marketing. They join for inspiration, they join for motivation, or they join because they're in desperation to change their lives. So you want to compete and collaborate. So, okay, you don't want to compete versus collaborate. So you don't want to compete with anyone in your organization, right? Because if you compete, then you're killing the mojo, and you become the cancer in your organization. So you want to create and collaborate and be a true leader, and your goal is to create other leaders. And then Latasha Wap. Oh, let me tell you, how many leaders do you think Candace Berg Davis had at this leadership retreat? Guess.
How many what?
How many leaders that were at the retreat were in Candace Berg Davis's team?
20?
How many?
20?
20?
20? 20 higher? Wow.
More. 40.
Well, no, 27.
Oh.
But 27
Oh.
out of like 100 or so that was there. We're in
I
Candace.
was going to say, how many were there? You probably already talked about that.
Yeah, I think around 100 or so it looked like.
Okay.
Yeah. So Latasha Williams, she's on Candace's team. She's a 250K affiliate. She talked about how they get started. So within the first 48 hours of signing an affiliate, she interviews them and asks them, you know, kind of things we've gone over. Why they want to join? So find out their why and always have it in your back pocket. So if they start questioning themselves, you can always go back to, well, you know, you said when you joined that you did it because you wanted it for your children. Has that changed now? Is your children not as important anymore? You know, that was why you wanted to do this business.
Right. That's like the form that Jermaine had.
Yeah.
I can post that again. 'Cause
Yeah.
that was a good format to follow. I haven't done it. Well, I haven't, you know, I haven't had many new affiliates, but that would be a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think Candace said that she interviews them first before she even signs them up, you know?
Oh.
So that's why she kind of tries to weed out and just gets the cream. So let's see. And then Latasha lets them know the expectations, you know, of the business. It's not going to always be easy. It's going to be up and down, you know, it's a true business. You know, no business is sunshine and lollipops all the time, right? So just let them set the expectations, and then she finds out how much time that they have to commit to the business. And then they do a launch call, so a launch Zoom. So the new affiliate has to contact as many people as possible for a virtual launch. She reaches out individually to each person. So the new affiliate has to reach out individually and gets them on the launch. And then there's a presenter that, sorry, on my notes. So they have the presenter, and so the affiliate tells the presenter a fun fact about them. But when it starts, the new affiliate comes on and edifies the presenter and kind of tells a little bit about them, how long they've been in the business, and, you know, kind of what their stuff is. And then they just talk about the products and then talk about the business. Okay. And then they do peak interest statements. She didn't really go into it. But I think Latasha Williams has a big group of women. And so her avenue also is this business can fund your passion business. Like for Pam, she can make money in this business to put into her pancreatic cancer action network, right? So
Right.
If you know people who have businesses, you know, or charities or something that they are part of, they can use this business to fund their passion. And then instead of calling what we do as recruiting, we're not recruiters, we're referrers. So just changing that word. And you're a referrer, not a recruiter, because nobody likes to be recruited. And then this next gal, Antonia Griffin, she was a character. So Antonio Griffin is 100K, and she sponsored Latasha Williams, who's 250K.
Wow.
So she had an amazing story, and she was, you know how some people just have all the charisma and I don't, you know, a lot of Black people have the best way of presenting and just so charismatic and just can bring everyone in. And, you know, that's what Antonia is like. And her story was incredible. She never knew her dad. Her dad was not interested in her. Her mom died when she was 9. She was raised by her grandma, and then her grandma died when she was 17 or 18. And then she didn't have anyone. And then she, got with wrong guys, and she had like four babies by 3 different dads. She was on the system. She got called all the names, she's a slut, she all this. So she had all this baggage. But then, she's very religious, and, she talked about that, and how she knew she was meant for more, and, and with Candace helping her build this business, and just sharing it, and she just inspires people. And what I loved about her, how a lot of people in this business, hi Jackie, a lot of people in this business don't want the person that they sponsored to outrank them. It's that, Tammy, you probably will know, what that's like, because you've been in network marketing. They're like, okay, I want to help you, but I don't want you better than me. I always want to be on top. That negativeness. And Antonio's like, I'm 100K, but I raised to 250K, It was like, and it was just amazing. And everyone just, applauded her. And she's like, I raised her, I'm 100K, and I don't care. I raised 250K, and I love check matching. So she was amazing. And she also said that what changed her mind was she got the book, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles, and Jenna has it in her book, and Bob Proctor is the one who told Jenna about it.
What was the name of that? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear the first
The
part.
Science of Getting Rich
Okay.
by Wallace D. Wattles. So I just bought it. You can get it on Amazon for $5, the paperback. And what you do is you read chapter 4, 14, and 7 in that order for 30 days straight, and it'll change your life.
The Science of
The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles, Wattles. But if you just search for it on Amazon, The Science of Getting Rich, you'll see it there. There's hardback, there's paperback. And so chapter 4 is the first principle of the science of getting rich. So you read that one. And then chapter 14, the impression of increase. And then chapter 7 is gratitude. So you have to do it in that order. Chapter 4, chapter 14, chapter 7.
So you're reading those 3 chapters every day.
Book club starting?
What?
Do I hear a book club starting here?
Yeah, well, it's those same chapters for 30 days.
Hey, if it works.
So it'll definitely, yeah. So even if it's not a book club, I mean, we can do it but I think an accountability club, like, okay, check mark, I read my chapters today, check mark, and we hold each other accountable. And if you don't do it, then you feel like crap, right? Because you didn't live up to what we all said we were going to do. Right.
Yeah.
What's Kimberly saying? Is there a way you can put the name of the book in the chat?
I can. I'll write it down. Yeah.
Okay. Can you do that? The Science of Getting Rich.
I just placed my order while we were talking.
I mean, it's super cheap. I did too.
Yeah, I got it for $6.95.
Yeah, I bought a book for me, and I bought a book for Tom, and we have there's different covers. So I bought a cover for me that was one look, and a different cover for him so that he can do it. And I think my kids should do it. I'm going to be the first and see what it's like. But if it's something that is so great that changes your life.
What's the author?
What?
What was the author's name again?
Wallace D.
Wallace.
Wattles, Wattles.
Okay. And
Okay.
chapters.
Yeah, there was a bunch of background noise, so I was
Yeah, I can't.
struggling to make you out.
Okay.
Chapters 4, 7, and 11.
No, 4, 14, 7 in that order. So don't read it in a different order. It has to be in that order.
So Laura, does it really need to be in that order?
It really is in that order. Otherwise, you're not going to get your life changed quite the same.
I think that's what she said.
And you don't read the other chapters?
Well, you can read them, but
Just for the first 30 days, just
for the
read
first
those.
30 days, I'm
Okay.
just going to read those 3 chapters. I don't know
All
how
right,
long the
I'm
chapters
in.
are.
I'm in.
Yeah, because I don't know how long the chapters are. You know, how long it's
Yeah,
going to take us.
Right.
So let's just do that for 30 days, and then we can see how our mindset changes and how everything changes, which will be cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and Tina Joy Carroll, she got up and spoke, but she spoke her story, you know, and how she got to 250K that we've all, you know, heard if you're in her group and stuff. So that was great. And then we went on the tour to the corporate headquarters. They, you know, bussed us and gave us those little cheap yellow hats to wear. They were like, but the look was cute.
Builder Bob hats.
Still under construction. But yeah, so the corporate offices are going to be super nice. It's really big. We saw people there making orders, but they're not actually open yet. So like all the other employees have not seen it yet. So we got to see it first. And then they gave us, we had champagne when we walked in, and then there were some desserts, and then they gave us a hoodie. So there's different colors that you could pick. So, but it's High Life Travel hoodie.
I like that one.
Yeah. So, and a tank top. So this is like yours, Karen, except the tank
Oh, yeah.
version. Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry.
I got the tank top, but boy, they don't come large anymore.
No,
I wanted to use it as a, you know, a pool cover up.
Oh,
I ordered an extra large, and boy, it really,
I
And
like
that-
that one.
that was pretty.
I
Yeah.
like that
Yeah.
I
too.
like
we got
that.
this one as well.
I
Nice.
always suggest going up 2 sizes with anything that I buy. Cause like I'm really long torsoed anyway, and I don't want to look like I'm wearing hoochie shirts.
Yeah.
So like the t-shirts, I'll get extra large. I mean, normally I wear a medium and I buy like everything extra large, the hoodies, the t-shirts, but like if a t-shirt though is unisex, then then I'm gonna be swimming. So I just kind of watch. If it's just ladies, just always order a couple sizes up.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the product launches. So the Synergy oil. So we got them. They're obviously not in proper packaging yet, but so this is going to be the size of them though. Okay, and they are roll-ons.
Roll-ons. Oh, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so they're part of the Mantra line. And so there's a beauty one. So I'm gonna start putting it on my lines and stuff and see if it helps. So the ingredients are CBG, rose, frankincense, and helichrysum essential oils. So they're like quality, good, high costing essential oils. So you use daily as a spot treatment to the face, neck, and décolletage. So face, neck, décolletage. Okay. And then Calm has CBN, lavender, rosemary, and grapefruit essential oils. And you apply to pulse points behind the ears, back of neck, and temples. Use as needed throughout the day. Okay, so if you're getting a bit anxious, calm you down. And then Flex has CBG, lavender, ravinsera, and eucalyptus essential oils. Apply to problem areas on the muscles or joints as needed through the day. So achy joints, just rub it on. And then Soothe has CBC, lavender, tea tree, chamomile, and the helichrysum essential oil. So you apply to dry skin areas 2 or 3 times daily as needed. Okay.
And I did some research on it. So the CBC is it's shown to encourage the human brain to grow by increasing the viability of developing brain cells and a process known as neurogenesis. So that's a good one. And the CBN is for sleep. It's supposed to really give you a calming, used as a sleep aid or sedative. This cannabinoid has also been shown to help regulate the immune system and works to relieve pain and inflammation caused by several conditions, including arthritis and Crohn's disease, which, we can't, say that, but as far as the sleep part, it's great. And Pam and I just went to a webinar on pancreatic cancer, and they're doing a lot of CBG research on shrinkage of cancer tumors using CBG.
Oh,
So,
nice.
That's
Just having any of that on our skin, it's very similar. And I know, Tammy, you know more about this, how it penetrates like what, 6 or 7 layers, and it does get absorbed by your bloodstream. So just having these on our skin is going to internally help along the way, So I was so excited. I was like jumping when they mentioned all the cannabinoids, because and that's just the tip of the iceberg of what's in the cannabis plant.
It's up our alley.
Yeah.
And
That's awesome.
And the
I
price
know.
points were good too, right?
How much were they? What are they going to sell those for?
Okay, so, oh, I didn't even look at, okay, so no, they're different prices. So preferred customer of the beauty is 45, Calm is 35, Flex is 35, and Soothe is 35.
That's
Retail-
really not bad at all.
Yeah,
Which one's 45?
The beauty.
Oh, the beauty.
45 is beauty,
Of course.
because
Yeah.
it has frankincense in it, and
And
the
the rose, right? The rose.
and the
Yeah.
rose, and
Are these the roll-on or the cream that you put all over?
this is the roll-ons.
Okay.
These,
So is the
You're
originals
saying-
gonna come roll on, Laura?
yeah,
The full size?
yeah.
Awesome.
I think they're gonna
Awesome.
be just like this, but in the fancy packaging.
Awesome. Because I know on Judy's live, she said she didn't know if they were or not, but I was fingers crossed that they were gonna be, because that would be amazing.
Yeah, pretty sure since they have them like that.
Mm.
And the BV on beauty is 25 and the other ones are 20. Which is par for the course. If it's $35, it's 20 BV.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder if they'll be offering them like the 4-pack, like you can buy a 4 of them for a certain price, like a discount,
No, they didn't say, but
like they do the spray.
I bet they will at some
Yeah.
point.
I would
Yeah.
think so too, yeah.
okay. And then the hemp clothing line, Hemp Mama. So you saw the pictures, right?
Yeah.
And you guys watch that long live video I did of it all.
That was awesome. Thank you for doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good
Yeah.
though.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So they are going to be high quality, right? So they're going to be a high price point. So they're not going to, don't think it's like a $9.99 shirt or anything. $9.95.
Can somebody turn their mic off? Because there's a lot of background noise. I can't.
Okay. See, maybe I can just mute everyone. Is that better? Okay. So yeah, so the clothing line, I want to find a picture. I took a picture of one of the labels. Because it had hemp but it didn't have cotton. It had other things in it. I can find it.
So, can you hear me?
Ask me questions. Yeah, ask me questions about it.
Okay, did you get any pricing on it? Any pricing on anything?
No.
No?
No.
Okay,
Well, you know, the one hat that you
curious.
got, the hat you got for free, it said 50% hemp, 50% cotton, but it said it was made in Bangladesh.
Bangladesh.
And Bangladesh. Okay.
Yeah. So, but the guy, when I was videoing him, he said that that they were going to grow the hemp in Colorado. So, yeah, here.
Now,
'Cause I-
will that be available like right in our back office or like right under shop?
Yeah, I think it'll
It
be
won't
its
take them
own
away like
brand
the
that says
samples?
it'll
Okay,
say Hemp Mama. It'll be its own
nice.
brand.
All
So you
right.
just click Hemp Mama. And then each thing will have its own BV because it's a, you know, it's a line. I was in another chat thread and somebody was asking if it had CBD and CBG and not, no, it doesn't have any of that in it.
Who said, was that you that said they may be expanding into other?
Yeah, so I heard that.
Jewelry and,
Yeah,
yeah.
somebody, I heard, you know, through the grapevine, that somebody said that this line's going to be expanded into jewelry and shoes. And it would be great if there was like an active line too, because like Tom does like fishing and stuff. So he'd like it to have like a little Velcro thing to hold your pole and, you know, and maybe duffel bags and, you know, all that kind of hemp and jeans, because there's no jeans yet. And so that it's sustainable, and some of the product is from plastic, so it's not all hemp. Some is recycled plastic,
Yeah.
plastic
Is
bottles
it,
and stuff.
is it primarily women's clothing
No,
or
there's both.
it's both? Okay.
Yeah, there's both.
And
No
did they
kids.
say anything about sizing? If it's gonna be, you know, we need extra fluffy sizes
Okay,
for us
so
extra lovely people.
so I talked to one of the guys there, and he said if you're like an in-between size, size down. So yeah, so instead of sizing up, size down. And the more you wash it, the softer it gets, and it lasts a long time. So it's going to be quality. So we're going to want to go after all the crunchy people, the Green New Deal people, the, you know, people who are into saving the earth, all those people. And people will pay, you know, high price for good quality. So we just need to learn more and more about it and offer the value of the high quality, because, you know, there's high, and and we're in this market, you know, alone. It's hard to find hemp clothing. And there's definitely no MLM hemp clothing, sustainable clothing in an MLM at all.
Is
And
it
so-
normal to be a blend like that, 50-50, or is other hemp clothing been 100% hemp?
No, I think it has to have other stuff as well to,
Okay.
and to make it softer and stuff, because hemp isn't soft. And the Candace really liked the leggings she had on, those maroon ones. She said they're and I felt them on the mannequin. They're thicker and they're very compressing. So if you really want to be compressed, you can order size down, and then it'll really hug you in more.
I
But
like
did they
that.
give size ranges? Is it like small through large, small through extra
Yeah,
large?
The sizing on, well, see, they don't have everything. They just had everything on the mannequins.
Okay.
So they were all for us to see, except for the gals that, you know, were bigger on the. So they will have small, medium, large, extra large. I'm sure. I don't know how high up, they didn't say. And let's see what else. But it's, yeah. So you can do, you know, think outside the box and kind of do home parties, virtual home parties like LuLaRoe did, and that Zaya company that has the activewear.
Yeah, Kristen was just saying she went to an online Zaya party, and like their leggings were $75.
Yeah, so think
I bought a
like
pair.
that. Yeah. But with this one, with our leggings, when you buy them, you know that they're quality made, good product, and the supply chain is going to be very transparent, whereas you know that it's not children in sweatshops making these things. So, you know, we have all that to tell people. So all that's going to be very transparent where it's made and who's making it and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so, and we had the black and white dinner party was amazing. The food that they catered for us, it was buffet, but like top of the line. And we had, you know, drink tickets every night. And you guys, everyone needs to go. So get to 25K and above, because just being in around people and rubbing shoulders with them and sitting and chatting with them, and you know, it just makes it so great. You know, like Alicia, I don't even know how to pronounce her last name, Penze, 250K. She lives in Mesa, Arizona, and her husband and Tom got along like a house on fire. So, you know, we went to the bar, because we go to the bar with them afterwards. Chris Robinson goes, and you buy a drink for everyone. So we're like, and he's a character, and his wife is the cutest thing ever. And Sonia and I hung out with Sonia and her team. So she had like 4 of her team that didn't even qualify, but went to the event anyway, just to be around people. They had a cabana the first day, so I went and hung out with them in their cabana. So, you know, it's just getting to know people. It was amazing. And like Atonia Griffin, hanging out with her, Lynn Cooper on Judy's team. Just who else? Melody on Tina Joy Carroll's team, who just went 100K. She's the sweetest thing ever. Sat and chatted with her for a long time. So it's just the energy and being around all the like-minded people that is just amazing.
Did they mention when they were going to announce convention to everybody? I know there was
September.
issues.
It's September. It's the September date. And during the week, it's those dates that went out. I'm pretty sure that's not changing. And it's during the week, because at the MGM Grand, because the weekend prices of the hotels was $1,600.
Yeah, I've already booked my flight for that weekend, but I was curious when they were going to go live with the ticket sales.
Okay. So you did it the September dates, right? Not
Yeah.
October.
Yes.
So
yes.
it's during the week. So you booked it
Yep.
for that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Because I was at the 2019 convention.
Uh-huh.
It was just, I went by myself. I didn't have a team. But I met so many amazing people. It was beyond awesome. I cannot wait for this year.
It was great.
Yeah.
Well, it's such a good time. Yeah.
Yeah.
It really
And if you
was.
guys can make it to the road show, I know it's kind of hard that it's all the same time, but it's going to be in July. I don't have the specific dates, but it's the Vegas road show in July.
Did
So
they
that
say
will-
any other road shows? Because I thought Chris had said they may come to Orlando.
Yeah, they didn't say anything. Josh just announced.
Yeah, Chris was saying that those were all kind of up in the air, Michelle, that one and potentially Arizona, but they were still kind of, I think it just depended on how the other stuff went. And
Yeah.
then they would kind of move forward.
Yeah. Well, you know, we're open down here, but you all can stay at my house if they come to Orlando. I sleep 10, so I've got plenty of room. So
Ooh, I'm there.
Oh, and we're going, and that would be so much fun to all go to the road show and stay together at Michelle's and just, you know, hang out and eat together and you know,
Yeah.
Brainstorm and
brainstorm.
you know, network and do all that. It would be so much fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just came across this really good site called the 18 Fantastic Benefits of Wearing Hemp Clothing.
See,
And it's by called Household Wonders is the page, Household Wonders. And they give 18 benefits to hemp clothing, and they're really, really good benefits. I mean, this is something we could use to promote the line.
exactly. And like do a live on that, you know,
Yeah,
educate
yeah.
and give value. Yeah. And then
I posted some posts about hemp, and then Lisa found, I think, 10 ways what the benefits of wearing hemp and going down the hemp road. But
Yeah.
years ago, years and years ago, Levi's made their blue jeans out of hemp before
I thought they were doing that again, though.
I thought so too, but you know, if we
Yeah.
want the jeans, that would be great. Yeah.
The UV protection and the antimicrobial, those are really big factors, you know?
yeah,
Really are, you know, and the sunscreen. I mean, the sunscreen, but it's also a wick type of material, so you don't
Wick.
sweat.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
it's just amazing benefits. I love it.
Kristen, September 28th to 30th. Awakening at the MGM Grand Resort and Casino. www.mdcconvention2021.com. So I don't know if one of you guys are on
Got it.
the
Yeah.
computer
Okay.
right now.
Mhm.
Tammy, if you can plug that in, see what it does. So mdcconvention2021.com.
Not available right now.
Okay.
It took me right to Eventbrite.
Oh.
But you said www, say it again.
mdcconvention2021.com.
Yeah, it's not available yet.
Okay. And international is going to be big. Let's see, Italy is going to be a huge market, they said. UK has a warehouse, so we can start. I always want a UK team. I'm like manifesting, so I'm gonna find UK people. I'm gonna reach out to them because I want a damn UK team. I don't know why, but I do.
Well, on Friday, we had a Zoom with gals from South Africa, and they're getting their products in 2 days.
Yeah.
In South Africa, because
Where are
it's
they
coming
at?
from
What
Belgium.
country?
They're in South
Johannesburg.
The warehouse is in Netherlands.
Netherlands or Belgium or yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's in Netherlands.
they're getting their products in 2 days.
That's pretty fast.
Yeah.
I get mine in 4 before COVID.
And Ukraine's going to be opening within 6 months. That's going to be a big market. There was a gal that came from Hungary by herself, and she went through Mexico and to come here.
Oh, wow.
She was, kudos to her, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Young
really.
leader. She's young.
Sonia interviewed. I guess she was very, very tall.
Yes.
But she had to quarantine in Mexico, and then she quarantined in California, and then she went to Las Vegas.
Wow.
Amazing.
Yeah, she was a cutie. Yeah. So I think that was everything. I screenshotted all the books that Tina Joy Carroll read. I can show you guys that.
if anybody can go to, I mean, to be in Freedom Family, it's definitely worth a group to join because you just get the vibration in there and the excitement is huge. But find the live that she did. She's in a yellow dress, and I believe she did it like May 1st or May 2nd. It was right after she hit 250. It's such a powerful testimony of, I'm sure she talked a lot about it, when she was on stage, but it just was such a powerful testimony because she was like, I just didn't trust myself. And she said there were many months, and now, I kind of get in awe of that whole team. She goes, there were many months that she didn't hit her rank. So she wasn't hitting 100K. There were many months that happened, and she was blaming. She was just blaming, and then she just stopped blaming, and then it just started manifesting, and she just started doing the do and showing, and it was so, it brought tears to my eyes watching her give that. I'll try to find it, and those who are in Freedom Family, if I put it in We Dream Big, you'll be able to see it from We Dream Big. But anybody who wants an invitation to Freedom Family, let any of us know that are in there. We'll invite you in because it's just, I don't know. It's a great group just to get motivated and to network with all of them.
So she had a PowerPoint presentation, so I'll read you her points. So she was in a funk. So it was like, what could I do to fix it? I had my lowest month since joining, and I got tired of being stuck. So when she joined, she climbed the ranks really quick, and then she got stuck and couldn't move from there. So she took action. The first thing I did was I asked Jenna if she could recommend a few books to get me started. So then here's a big stack of books. I can show you guys that one. And then what did I do next? I paid good money and hired a coach. I looked in the mirror. I had to get healthy. I stopped focusing on who was leaving and got grateful for who was here. So that is big. So, people come and go in this business, right? We've all had people leave, right? So instead of dwelling on that, she was grateful for everyone who stayed. And she started to love people right where they were, right? So not everyone wants to take this business to the top. That's why I changed the name of our group from Master Affiliate Destination Team, because I thought that, project that, and because that's your manifestation where you're going. And then the more personal development I'm doing, I'm realizing, okay, the majority of people probably don't want that, right? They just want maybe a group to belong, a bunch of friends, maybe to make a couple $100 a month to pay for their products and maybe get a manicure, So that's why I think Dream Catchers is a much better name, because we all have dreams. They're all different. But if we can catch those dreams that we each have. She stopped managing people. So she was managing instead of leading, instead of doing the dues, the income producing activities. And she started doing income producing activities. She stopped blaming, stopped wanting revenge, and showed them what I could do. So she started, she changed how she spoke. So instead of saying negative stuff, she changed all that. Stopped watching trainings and not taking action. So she says she was queen of watching every single training out there, doing all the trainings, so gold star in trainings, but she never put into action what she was learning, right? So she was knowledge on ice, basically. She wrote out her goals daily. So that's something that I need to do. I always get started, and then, I'm good for maybe a week, and then I stop doing it. So I need to keep doing that. And she wrote what she was grateful for. So not only writing out her goals, but what she's grateful for. She had to get into belief, and she had to take action. She created a new mindset that this is a marathon, so it's not a sprint. So it's going to take a while, but she's going to stay the course. There are times where you'll sprint though, and you'll do the same basic actions over and over. Okay, so it's just, you know, it's mundane, but you just do the same thing over and over. And successful people just do the basics better. And that was it. So that was Tina's speech. So it was good. You guys have any other questions or comments? And Kristen, I'm so excited to see your face back. I missed you.
I'm back.
Yay. That's exciting. I'm excited. But yeah, so it was awesome, you guys. And so, and get to events, and you know, events are everything. And if you expect your team to go to events, then you need to go to them yourself, right? You can't just, you know, do the say and not do the do yourself. So especially.
Well, being around all that energy too is just, there is no, you know, when Josh used to talk about it all the time on all of his meetings that he would do, he'd say, you know, you got to go to an event, you got to, okay, yeah, I can't really afford it. I'm buying products, I'm building my business. And then I went to my first convention and it was like, okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
And it is so worth it.
Yeah, because it makes you think like, yeah, gosh, if they can do it, I can do it. Why am I not doing it? Whose fault is it? It's mine. You know, I'm not doing what, you know, there's people that have been in way less than I have. These Candace's team, you know, that are 250K. I mean, I could easily have been a lot higher than what I am, but it's all part of the story. And as long as you don't quit, you will get there.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of personal development along the way. I love everything that we learn in network marketing. You know, the whole mindset thing and manifestations and visions and stuff. I'd never have learned that, you know, if I wasn't in the industry.
I have come so far. When I got started in network marketing, I was a new widow, and it has been absolutely life-changing for me. I mean, HempWorks was huge for me, just using the oil and trying to get my head screwed on straight again. But it was just the camaraderie, the teamwork, you know, everything about it just really made a huge impact in what I was going through in a positive way. I know a lot of widows that go down that widow rabbit hole and never come out. And network marketing definitely helped me get out of it and stay out of it and build a much better life for myself.
Yeah, that's awesome to hear.
Yeah, it's great.
Awesome. Okay, well, tomorrow night, team win. So make sure that you guys are all on the team training, because I'm sure they'll recap the retreat, and then talk about Saturday, which is the Blitz. That's every 2 hours starting at noon Eastern time. And he did say that they're having, you know, like different speakers. So like Tina Joy Carroll, she's going to be a presenter, and Candace, you know, because he was there at the retreat, so he opened it up to everyone, so more people know about it. I think Aaron Parker is going to be a presenter.
And don't forget Tammy's thing on Wednesday night. The one you did last month, Tammy. I got 3 customers and one prospect from that. So
Awesome.
It's awesome. I mean,
That's really good.
my new affiliate, you know, she bit the bullet after watching that. And she's been replicating that in 2 vendor events I got her in.
Is that Sarah?
Sarah, yeah.
Awesome.
She's
And I've
She's
updated
definitely-
a lot of the pictures in there. I'm gonna do something obviously with our new announcements that's gonna be coming out, in June this summer. And the thing about it is all you gotta do is invite people. That's it. And just like engage in the comments, because I'm literally doing everything for you. And then you can just go back to them when they're ready to enroll. And the thing about what I'm doing with it is those raffle questions. I'm asking them questions that's going to let you know, do they want to join the business? Do they want to use CBD? Do they want to use the sprays? So, I mean, it's a good way to just get the answers right away. And then you're not cold messaging anybody because they've already answered.
Because
So,
the three people that I invited that, ended up buying, they both said they knew 5 people. So that's what I've been working on the past 2 weeks,
Yep.
of them contacting the 5 people that they know that may want to come into network marketing. So, I mean, it didn't hit,
Right.
I mean, I've been working it. I've been, romancing them, but I didn't know that they knew 5 people that possibly might want to do this.
right.
So
That's
I've
great.
invited them all. I've invited them all to Saturday also. So,
Awesome.
That's
yeah.
awesome. Yeah, and Chris's thing is get everyone to the first one. So load up the first one, and then if they get excited and they want to join, then you tell them, okay, you got 90 minutes. We're going to do it again. Get all your people that you think that'll be interested, your friends, get them on this next one, and then it just snowballs like that. And you guys, if you want to learn more about Chris Robinson, he did a story at Tina's Super Saturday, and Tina's husband videoed it, and it's in the Freedom Family. And I think I tagged you all. Watch it. I thought I knew Chris's story, but it was funny.
Yeah, what he said is it the same as Texas?
No, I wasn't in Texas.
You weren't in Texas. Yeah, I think it's the same thing that he told in Texas, and I was just like, everybody was just like,
Me too. I had no idea he had like 3 kids by the time he was 19 years old. What?
No, but it was, so you've got to watch it. I mean,
yeah.
yeah, so he starts out getting dropped out of high school, and and his dad, it's funny what way he says it. But he broke up with his girlfriend, and then met Crystal, who is his wife now. But his old girlfriend drove up to his work. He came out. She was in a pickup truck, and she threw something at him, hit him on his chest, and it dropped down on the ground. And it was a pregnancy test with a line. And he's like, oh, shit.
Wow.
And then he's like, oh, well, I got to tell Crystal this, right? And so his brand new girlfriend, and because he really liked her, and he had to, not lie to her. And so he told her, and she goes, well, she's not the only one. So then he had 2 babies coming, and he's a teenager. And then his parents are very strict conservatives. And so he goes home and, tells his parents, well, I have some good news. And they're like, what? And he goes, well, you're going to be grandparents again. And they're like, oh, the older brother's name, they're having another baby. He goes, no, strike one. No, he goes, no, go fish. And then they go, oh, the next one. And then he goes, nope, 3 strikes, you're out. And basically he said, well, it's me, I'm going to be the dad. And his mom goes, okay, well, if she's good enough to sleep with, she's good enough to marry. And he goes, okay, well, I'll bring them both up to see you, and you can pick which one. So he tells it a lot better. So go watch it. It's so funny.
Wow.
Yeah. And then he goes into all how he gets going with Josh, and then how Josh, told him about HempWorks. Chris is like, you better not. I'm quitting if you're bringing that stuff in, but it's funny. So yeah, go watch it. But anyway.
Well, thanks so much. Thanks so much for doing this, Laura.
Oh,
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Laura.
Absolutely.
absolutely. It's fun.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, for the tidbits.
Hi,
It's
Tonya.
kind of like we were there already.
Yeah.
What?
It's kind of like we were there.
I know, good.
Yeah.
Next time I want you all, because it's so much more fun if you guys are all there, you know?
I didn't know that it was open to everybody. I thought it was just the big leaders.
It is, it was.
Okay.
Yeah, you had to be 25K
Because-
and above for, you know, a certain amount of months out of the qualification. But Sonia had some gals that weren't there, weren't ranked, but they just went because they wanted to be around people when the events weren't happening, like in the bar afterwards, you know, and just rubbing elbows with the movers and shakers that were there. So that's why. they
So
went.
the video that they made with the 1000K and the 5000K that they were representing all these ladies that were in those levels, where was that? Was there, wasn't it? Because it seemed like it was the same carpet.
Okay, so that was awards for the enrollers who enrolled the most 1Ks. So those weren't 1Ks that were walking the stage.
I think she's talking about
Those were the
Tina.
higher ranked levels that personally enrolled the most 1Ks.
Laura, I think she's talking about the video that you tagged us all in.
Oh, the video that I tagged you all in.
Yeah,
in
where
Freedom
they were
Family.
bringing people up.
That was Tina Joy Carroll and Alicia Pind, however she pronounced her last name. They did a Super Saturday. And so it was for their team, since they were going to be in Vegas anyway. They
Okay.
rented a room and did a training. So anyone could go to that.
Oh, I
So
see.
that was all,
So that
yes,
was-
that was all their
nothing to do
1Ks.
with the other. I got you.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's where Chris was there and Jordan Adler was there and did a training. And the live of Jordan Adler's in the Freedom Family and Chris Robinson's in the Freedom Family.
Okay.
You want to watch them?
Yeah.
Go see that.
Well, ladies, I gotta go.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm leaving on vacation tomorrow.
Where are you going?
South Carolina.
Oh, nice.
See my have fun.
Oh,
And I'm gonna take some products with me and some brochures, and I got a couple people down there I've been talking to, so I plan to make it a little bit of a working vacation.
Write it off.
Tax
Write it
write-off, baby. Tax write-off. I'm heading down to California on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So maybe we'll see you.
Yeah, I'm there from Tuesday to Monday. Gotta go see my grandbaby.
That's what I'm
Where-
doing.
Where
Grandbaby.
in California?
Where? in California? Temecula?
Oh, okay, so SoCal.
Is that where you are?
No, I'm in NorCal.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
okay. Closer to San Francisco?
Sacramento.
Oh, Sacramento. Okay. I have
Yeah.
family there too. Woodland.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, yeah, I'm in Folsom by the prison.
Oh, okay.
Oh. I'm
Yeah.
coming to see pretty soon now. I'm going Kristen's way.
All
Okay, you're-
right. All right, Kristen, now that we have you back, you can't escape. We're not letting you go again.
I just wanted to say to everyone that I find it a lot easier when I have a little bag. I have a gray bag that I put whenever I leave the house. I have a gray bag that I put all my stuff in, like a little bit of every product in there. And because you never know who you're going to come across.
Yeah,
And
right.
it's just easier if you have it with you, because sometimes it's, well, do you have it with you? And I've caught myself when I haven't done that sometimes. I end up meeting people that really want to see the product and I don't have it with me. So it's
Right.
easier if you have it with you to then just, bring it up and sell it. They're more in it to find people that way. Okay, that's all I want to say.
All right, I'm saying goodbye. I gotta pack.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Right.
Bye.